Hey everyone, it's Diane from the Picket Fence Greenhouse and Gardens. Today's March 7th, 2011, and today we are going to be planting caladium bulbs. Do you know how you can get a head start on growing caladiums? Do it indoors. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. I'm going to bring this in, let you in close to see this first. We are going to be doing the Blaze caladium. This is a gorgeous, beautiful red caladiums. What you want to know about caladiums is they are a shade plant. You have to dig, in our area we have to dig the bulbs in the fall, or if you put them in pots, bring your pots in. I actually have some in pots out in our patio that I'm going to be digging out of that pot and growing. These I just bought. We got some really, I'm going to get you in really close to see these caladium bulbs. Very, very nice bulbs. And I'm just going to plant them in some 4-inch pots today. And then I'm going to transfer them later once they start spiking out of the soil. Because I don't have a lot of room, and this will take up less space doing it this way right now. And let's get started. I'll bring you in and give you a look-see. Alright? Alright, got you in close. Here's my caladium bulbs. Alright, I actually bought them packaged up, and I put them in this peat and sawdust for a little while. But I thought I better get them planted because I don't want them to start having trouble with them. They need to be put in some soil and get started. It's time anyway. I'm actually a week ahead from last year, but that's okay. I want them to get going a little bit faster this year. But as you can see, look how nice them are. Awesome little guys. Let's get started. Caladiums are tropical, and they like heat and warm weather. They won't come out of the ground until that ground is warm, you know, pretty warm, above 50 for sure. They just won't pop out. They have to have it warm, you know. And here's a close-up. Give you another close-up of the ones I'm planting today. I got 16 tubers. I'm going to be doing more, but this is what I'm going to show you today. These are going to be so pretty. I'm excited. But we're going to do them in a 4-inch pot. As I said, I need to save space. I put a little bit of soil in the bottom already. And you plant these 2 to 3 inches deep, it says, and this will be sufficient here. You're probably wondering, how do I plant these? And just put a couple 2 to 3 inches of soil on it. And what I'm going to do, and what really made these really get a good head start last year, was putting them on the heating mat. Okay, that just done wonders for earliness of these. I had these a lot earlier than, you know, I would have ever had them before. Sometimes they're a little hard to see which way to put them. I mean, I'm even having trouble with seeing them. I see this is the flat side there. One thing about caladium bulbs is they do multiply, but in our area where we're cold here, they have to be dug in the fall, or like I said, in a pot. You have to bring them in because they will die. They gotta have warm temperatures. Okay, and I do have a video on that also, on winter care for your caladiums. So I'm just going to finish this. I'll show you when I get done what I do once I get all these finished, and then we'll go from there. Well, these kind of got me stumped today a little bit. I had to do a little research. You know, I planted these last year. I don't remember having trouble, but understanding which way these are supposed to go. So I'm kind of looking at them, and I hope to goodness I got these planted right. I didn't have trouble with them last year, but this year, I don't know, these look a little different. But this one here, I can tell this one is the bottom just by how it looks. It's kind of got a calloused over area right here, and that looks like the top because I can see some little pink maybe shoots coming. You know what? We'll see what happens. Sometimes I learn as I go, and now this right here, to me, yep, this looks like the bottom, and maybe it ain't. There's not so much saying that this area could be the bottom because it looks like it's got the old calloused over look. So let's just see how this goes. I'm going to show you. I have them all in the pots, and actually online it said 1 to 2 inches. On this packet it says 2 to 3. So, you know, there's so many different ways to grow them and depth wise. So I suppose if I don't put them too deep, then they'll shoot out a little bit quicker. So just kind of wanted to show you. I'm just going to put dirt on these. Hopefully I got them all the right way. If I don't, I'm sure going to know about it. I suppose if nothing's working out. But what do you think about that one? I think that's the bottom right there, but I don't know. I might be wrong. I said the rough surface, but as I got looking at them here, that looks like the bottom because it's an old calloused look to it. So sometimes things stump me a little bit, and you know, I've been growing a long time. I don't do a lot of bulbs, but there's another one. What do you think? Top or the bottom? This is the bottom, I believe, because it's old and hard and calloused. This one's got roots like there. I'm claiming that to be the bottom. So I'll let you know how it goes. If you got any suggestions, go ahead and fill it in below here. I'm going to fill these up and water them in, and then we're going to put them on the heating mat. Okay, I'm going to finish up here. I just did some more reading online, and it says here you can grow these anyway. Since they're very, very hard to tell which is up or down and there's nothing sprouting yet, it says they were oriented their own way. Once they start sprouting, they will know they will sprout upward. So if you get them in there, positioned in there wrong, because it's hard to tell which is up or down, they automatically will grow the way they're supposed to. Okay, so that's a good thing for any of you that, you know, you really hard to tell, you know, hard to tell. I should have probably left them out so they could sprout a little bit, but we're going to set them in there and we're going to see how they do. I think they'll be just fine. And I am doing 2 or 3 inches. I think that would be best. So once I get all this done, I'm just going to water them in and put them on some 10 by 20 trays. Okay. Then I'm going to water them in real well. So if you got them in there, if you don't know which way you're putting them, the bulb itself knows what it needs to do, is they'll push upward. I didn't have any trouble with them last year, so how I positioned them in the pot must have worked. For some reason last year they obviously were growing a little bit and I could kind of tell. This year I can't tell because there's no new growth. I mean, there's no growth on them at all. That's all you do. And what I'm going to do now is cover them for darkness. I'll just cover them like this. And I'm going to I'm just going to place them on a heating mat. And these guys, this will increase their growth time by several weeks. And I'll be able to put them out in the greenhouse early on. I'm doing this downstairs in my basement. And I didn't tell you the soil I put them in, but it's a peat and perlite soil. That's all there is to it, is growing those caladiums. Let's see how they do, and we'll go from there. We'll see you on the next video, guys and gals.